The Songbird's curse. They called her beautiful, not just pretty or lovely. No, Isla was unreal. The kind of beauty that silences rooms, stops clocks, breaks hearts. Sharp cheekbones, golden hair, skin like porcelain, and a voice that could hush a thunderstorm. And she knew it. Isla made her living off her looks, modeling gigs, makeup sponsorships, perfect lifestyle videos with filters that barely needed to work. She built her fame on perfection and scorned anyone who didn't live up to her standard, especially nature. Her backyard faced a forest edge, dense with chirping birds and the occasional fluttering pest. Isla hated it. Ugly little beasts, she'd mutter, throwing stones at the branches. Noisy, useless things. The crows were the worst. They watched her from rooftops, power lines, the twisted oak behind her home. One morning, she found a dead bird on her doorstep, its wings bent backward, neck snapped clean. She gagged, shoved it away with a broom, and posted about it, "Ugh, nature is disgusting." The next day, there were more. 3, then 5. A week later, she woke to her glass windows covered in black feathers, dozens of crows perched and watching. Silent, waiting. She filmed it. "This is insane. These birds are stalking me. I'm too pretty to die like this." It went viral. So did the comments. "You messed with something you shouldn't have. There's a curse. Don't you know the story?" Isla didn't care until her reflection changed. It started small, a weird shimmer, a twitch in her lip that wasn't hers. Her eyes looked off. She tried to hide it. Makeup didn't stick the same way. Her skin peeled in tiny, soft flakes, like feathers molting. And the dreams. She dreamed of a woman in a cloak of black feathers, tall, eyes like burning coals, skin stitched with talons. "You mocked the sky," the woman whispered. "Now you will sing for us." Isla woke screaming, her throat raw. When she tried to speak, her voice cracked like broken glass. The next morning, the crows were gone. So was her beauty. Her skin now stretched thin, dry and grey. Her hair fell out in clumps. Her once famous eyes were sunken, beady. When she opened her mouth to scream, only a caw came out. She locked herself inside. No mirrors, no windows, just the dark. But something kept scratching at her walls, tapping at her door. And every night a song began to echo through the woods, a haunting, tragic melody sung in a voice that used to be hers. Now hikers say a strange creature lives by the forest edge, half woman, half bird, face like a cracked porcelain doll, watching from the trees. And if you're foolish enough to mock the birds, she will come, and she will steal your voice. The Golden Egg of Graver's Hollow. There's a town you won't find on any map. It's called Graver's Hollow, surrounded by fog and pine-covered cliffs. It's the kind of place people accidentally end up in when they take the wrong turn, usually on rainy nights with the gas tank just below empty. The locals are kind but off, always smiling, always watching. No cell service, no clocks, and no one seems to leave. But every year, on the spring solstice, something strange happens. The townspeople gather in the center square at dawn, forming a perfect circle. In the middle, they place a pedestal made of black stone, and on that pedestal, they lay an egg, about the size of a human head, smooth, pale gold, warm to the touch, and everyone bows. They call it the offering. No one talks about where the egg comes from or what's inside it, only that it is sacred and never to be touched. Enter Derek, a traveling antiques dealer with a taste for rare things and a greed that ran deeper than bone. His van broke down near Graver's Hollow one rainy evening. He figured he'd crash a night, make some quick cash off whatever trinkets the town was hiding, and be gone by morning. The townsfolk welcomed him, gave him warm soup, dry clothes, told him he was just in time for a very special day. That night he overheard them whispering about the egg, about its beauty, its power, that it only appeared once a year and then vanished. His curiosity turned to hunger. What if it's worth something? What if it's magical? What if I sell it and never have to work again? So, at 3:33 a.m., Derek crept out of the room they'd given him and followed the trail of lanterns to the town square. There it was, sitting silently on the black stone pedestal. The golden egg. It shimmered like liquid moonlight, as if it were breathing. Derek stepped into the circle. He picked it up, and he smiled. It was warm, almost pulsing. He turned to sneak back, then froze. The townspeople stood behind him, every single one, silent, eyes wide, smiles gone. You touched the offering, one of them whispered. Derek laughed nervously. It's just an egg. No, an old woman said, stepping forward. It's you now. He didn't understand until the cracks started, not in the egg, in him. Hairline fractures across his hands. His skin turned yellow gold, hardened. His joints locked. His screams became gargles. He dropped the egg. It landed softly in the grass. He did not. By sunrise, the townspeople gathered again. In the center square stood the pedestal, and on it a new egg, golden, warm, slightly larger than last year's. They bowed and waited, because in Graver's Hollow the offering must be made every year, and it always finds the greediest soul.